Good morning. How are we? Hello. How are we? I hope you are well. What a beautiful day it is. I'm feeling a little bit like bleary-eyed. That's the word I was using. So I've just had my email notification to say that I'm live. Yes, I am live. Good morning. How are we? Please let me know in the chat how you are doing today. I've got some fun stuff to talk to you about today. I've got some really fun stuff. So let me know how you are going. Happy Sunday. I feel fresh. I feel amazing, Veronica. And I'm glad you noticed. Thank you. I feel freaking amazing. I have been off social media so much recently. I'm getting everything completely in perspective. I'm, putting everything where it needs to be, and it just feels so freeing. I'm also going to remember to hit the thumbs up if you like the video. I'm not very good at saying that. Please do remember to hit the thumbs up. That actually helps YouTube promote it to other people. So I will appear on other spiritual people's channels and things to see. So please do hit the thumbs up, guys. So first things first, I'm going to share a few things that I feel are really important to you. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm feeling croaky. I'm going to share a few things that I feel are very important for us as a collective. I'm also going to share things that you might be like, what on earth is she talking about? But I feel it's extremely important. I also want to empower and remind you it is okay to go offline. I have literally in the last week, you guys know last weekend I had to be off, and I'm going to explain why shortly. Let me know if you want to hear about the why. It's very profound. I did a session with my quantum healer earlier in fact, it wasn't earlier this week, it was on Friday. And I'm extremely excited that we were able to gain the understanding as to why last weekend I was literally a wreck. I was literally a wreck, and I know some of you were as well. Others of you were bouncing, you were happy, you were loving it, you were out there, you were whatever. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's good to see you guys as well. So I'm going to go into a little bit of that. So the way that today is going to go, first and foremost, I would like to encourage each and every one of you to take time out. Every single one of you, take time out. If you need it, please be gentle with yourself. It is so important right now. If you are watching people like myself and you're like, do you know what, I'm not going to do a live today. Do you know what, I'm not going to do this today. Like, please take the energy from that. You can do whatever you choose. Now, it's very rare that I let people down or I don't show up. You guys know that by now. However, sometimes we have to take time out for ourselves, and it is literally, oh, thanks, Lavinia. This is literally just a white t-shirt. It's one that I bought in Australia. I was a little bit bigger at the time. It's supposed to sit kind of like that. But clearly I was a bit bigger because it's swamping me. But thank you very much. Morning, Keith. Morning, Veronica. Please give a big round of applause and a thank you to my moderators. You guys are amazing. I don't know what I would do without you. So like I was saying, I'm going to talk a little bit about last weekend. I'm going to talk a bit about my house hunting experience. If you guys didn't think I was busy enough before, whilst I've been looking for a house as well, it's just been absolutely crazy. So please do know, if you follow me on YouTube, on Instagram, which most of you do. My Instagram channel is Lucy Davis 2222. Most of you follow me there, so this won't come as a surprise to you, but I'm going to say it so that it's been said. I am going to be doing more written posts, not just my lives. The reason being is, first and foremost, when I go live, I'm doing an energy exchange with you guys constantly. I'm doing an energy exchange with you. So some days there is much heavier energy on the planet, and I actually need to protect myself like you guys need to protect you. So me projecting my, whether it be high vibe energy or whether it be, you know, a slightly lower, what you will see when I am guided to do lives, I'm going to go live. If I'm not supposed to do a live, like this morning, my guide said to me, you are not to go live on YouTube this morning, maybe later on today. So I was like, okay, I'm going to post about something that has been grating. It's been like grinding my gears for months now. And so I did a post this morning, basically articulating from my words and my perspective, my view on masks. Now, I've been spending a lot of time in my car. As most of you know, I'm in Hertfordshire at the moment, and I am heading to Surrey, because that's obviously where I need to sort my home situation out. So I'm driving from here to there. Yesterday it took me about an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes, because the traffic was so bad, pandemic, you know. But what I was seeing in cars is people have got them hung up on their rear view mirror. I mean, if it was really that serious, do you think people would be having these face diapers, like literally just hanging from their rear view mirror? And then I found, I passed about 30 masks this morning on my run. I did 10K as I always do. And I'm like, what are people thinking? So this morning I was like, do you know what? I'm going to articulate it. If I articulate it in a post, people can go and share it. People can go and literally copy it and post it wherever they need to post it, or they can take it. I don't care, but it is getting the message out there. Is it going to trigger people? Heck yes, it really is. You know, of course it's going to trigger people. There are some people that truly believe this stuff. You know, I red pilled. I actually spent time with 2 estate agents. Oh, thank you, darling. I'm not meeting anybody at the moment, though. I'm, you know, it's beautiful that you would love to meet me, but I'm just not connecting in with people that I don't already know at the moment. And the reason I'm doing that is, I've actually been psychic attacked by somebody that I did a video with, recently. So, I'm very protective of my energy right now. Okay. So please, it's not going to be never, it's just right at the moment I need to protect myself, babe. So yeah, it's extremely interesting what's going on at the moment. So yeah, you know, I'm just being really honest with people. Unless I know people, I am yeah, I'm just not like connecting in with them. If you're going to the march next week, no doubt our paths will cross and whatever. So please, please, please do feel free to come at that point and say hello and stuff. I've got a lot of people that will be protecting me metaphysically, physically, and actually in my person as well. So, you know, please, please, please do. If you want to come along next weekend, I will be there with bells on, and I will be embracing every single person that is there, and making sure that we connect in properly. So awesome. Paul, do make sure that you, if you see me, come and grab me. You know, like I will be there, and I would love to connect in with as many of you as possible. It is going to be an amazing weekend next weekend. I am thinking 150 to 180,000 people will be there next week. Like I've literally been getting the number 180,000 for quite some time. So please, 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 if you are sat on the fence about going, please do go. I'm actually driving in, just because it's better for me. I don't need to get on the train. I can easily drive in. I'm going to take one of my girlfriends as well. So, you know, if you want to come along next weekend, please, please, please do. Right. And I think starting at the mask conversation that I've literally just, oh, that's amazing. Oh, Joanne, I will have so much sage. I mean, everybody has so much sage at these things, but that is such a cool thing. So there's a coach of you coming down from Newcastle. Please, please, please. We are going to be meeting. I'm not going to say it out on here, but we are going to be, just because of the tax and stuff like that. We are going to be setting up a private group this week so that we can all, you know where we're going to be meeting. Okay, I'm going to be aiming to be meeting at 12:30, pretty close to Hyde Park. That's all I'm saying right now. I will be putting it out in my conscious conversation community, my self-love community. If you want to join a group, it will literally just be a group on Telegram where we will literally be like, right, we're meeting here at this time, and then anybody that can come can come. If not, like, just don't even join the group. Okay, so please do, if you want to meet up with us, please do feel free to do that. It's absolutely fine. Like I was saying, I'm just not meeting people on a one-on-one basis at the moment because of my protection. So literally everyone is welcome. We are here to change the world together. I am so freaking excited. And another date for your diary, the next one is going to be the 15th of May. So I'm giving you really, really early heads up on that. So let's talk about, because I have to get off of this at 11 today because I need to jump in the car and drive back down to Surrey. So let's talk about house hunting. Any of you out there at the moment had to find a rental property, or you've been looking to buy a property in this current market, you know, with this pandemic that is going on right now? Let me know, excuse me, if you have been. It is so interesting what is going on right now. So obviously, as you guys know, I always communicate with people, whether I'm going to view a house where people live, or whether I go and view a property that's a brand new build. I'm up front from the get-go, and I say, not going to be wearing a mask. Like, I'm just not wearing a mask, and everybody is absolutely fine with it. One of the estate agents that I saw yesterday, before I met him on the phone, he was like, oh, how do people normally deal with that when you say it? And I'm like, nobody has ever questioned it, because I'm so certain. I didn't explain this to him, but because I'm so certain, I don't even need to get ingrained in a conversation about it. I'm like, this is where I'm at. And I always give people the get out of jail for free card. I say to them, I'm exempt. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, please let me know and I will cancel the viewing. I'm being completely straight. You know, like, I am being completely honest with people. I don't need to BS people. But what was so interesting yesterday, I had two really fascinating scenarios. So the guy on the phone, that basically said to me, how do you find people are with you about that? Once I'd had a conversation with him, he just said, do you know what? I don't have a problem with it. Like, I'm only wearing one because I have to for my job. And I was like, fair enough. If that's what you feel you have to do, then, you know, that's down to you. But when I met him in person, he was totally different. He was just like, you know, not wearing the glove, like, because they basically told me that I had to wear gloves as well, which I've never done, by the way. And, you know, he took his off and he was okay. And he was saying to me, God, there's so much fear around this. I gave him permission, and he was so cute, by the way. He was so cute. I had two really, really cute estate agents yesterday. I said it to someone, I can't remember who, but I had really cute estate agents yesterday. And this guy, basically, because I gave him permission, like, without saying, hey, buddy, I give you permission, he basically saw that I was comfortable in my own skin. I was having a conversation, and he actually said to me, Lucy, what do you do for a living? And I said to him, I'm a coach. And he looked at me and I went, okay, I'm a spiritual coach. And he was like, okay. So, like, what does that really mean? So I explained to him a little bit, and he was just blown away. And literally he just took it off and he was like, wow, you know. So I was red pilling yesterday in a beautiful, beautiful, conscious way. The funniest thing about it is the new builds. So I actually went to see, I'm not going to go into the current housing issues in Elstead. I'm just going to talk about new. I'm not going to look back at all. So basically, I went to see a brand new build as well yesterday. Now, I booked this months ago. I completely forgot that I booked it, but I booked it months ago. And because I forgot about it, it came up yesterday, and I was like, oh my God, I better go. Actually, the property was really, really beautiful. And again, I had a really cute estate agent. And basically, what was so funny is I walk in, I've got no mask on, and, you know, I'm chatting to him and this lady, and I'm like having a really beautiful conscious conversation, and I'm, you know, doing all of the good things, and I'm chatting away, and they're showing me this futuristic technology that they've got. And oh my gosh, it was absolutely amazing. And then as I was just about to go and view the show homes, he said to me, I'm going to have to give you one of these. And I got given this blue glove, and I looked at it and I went, what's this for? And he went, oh, to open and close the doors. So I just smiled sweetly. And then he gave me, you know, when you were a kid They were kind of like these hook things that you'd hook on the door, saying, "Mum, stay out," or, you know, "Do not enter, enter at your own risk," that kind of thing. You know, they just a bit of paper that hangs over the door. They gave me one of those. They gave me one of those to put it on the outside of the house door. So when I went in it, literally when I went in the house, everybody would know that this is a no-go area. So what is so fascinating, like literally it's so fascinating, I could go in there and breathe this apparently really toxic germ around, and it can stay in the house ready for the next people to come and pick it up. But, you know, because I've got the hook on the door, people know that, you know, obviously do not enter at your own risk kind of thing. And that this blue glove is going to protect me from spreading it. And what was so fascinating, obviously I took it because I was just laughing. So like, I didn't put the glove on until I took the photo. I literally just put the glove over the door and I just kind of looked back and I was like, bye, as I was walking the show home. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this world has literally gone sparking mad, like stonking crazy. Everybody has gone raving mad. Okay, and that is why that, with combined with everything that I saw this morning on my run, I was like, I have to do a post. Literally, nobody is using common sense. Not all estate agents are parasites. That's you projecting. That's not fair. We need estate agents, right? So let's not project our stuff on them. Like, I appreciate they're not the most favorite people for a lot of people because they're salespeople, right? And we've been conditioned that we don't like sales. At the end of the day, anybody that's got a business out there is a salesperson. So I don't like to use the term parasites because there's some really good people that are out there in every, like car sales as well. You know, in car sales, actually, you know, there are some good people, but they have been, you know, they've been put in this bucket. Again, it's programming again. Maybe, you know, you're entitled to your opinions and you're entitled to your perspectives, but, you know, from my perspective, people are doing what they need to do. Okay, so, you know, let's just look at the human race for what we are. We're all kind, we're all beautiful. We've been led down a garden path, we've been, you know, twisted, we've been mind controlled and everything else. So, you know, I'm just gonna throw a different perspective at it. Everybody is beautiful, everybody is loving, everybody can be whatever they want to do. You can have a beautiful experience with you know, with an estate agent. I actually met a lady last weekend maybe, and she was beautiful. She was such a conscious human. I mean, obviously she was playing the game with the mask and everything, but she was such a conscious human, and I actually feel that her and I will become friends. Like, it's one of those things, you know. So let's not just put everybody in a bucket. You know, there's a lot of coaches out there that are absolutely shit. Like, absolutely shit. Let's call it what it is. However, I pray that I'm not a coach that people look at, because at the end of the day, I am a coach. I pray that, you know, people don't look at me and go, oh, fucking hell, she's an absolute nightmare, or she's a bitch, or she's whatever, like some of the coaches are. So let's not bundle everybody together. Let's raise the consciousness on it. You know, let's just be really, really beautiful about each other, because remember, what you're speaking is actually what you're feeling. You know, so let's, you know, you might have had a bad experience, but that doesn't mean that everybody is going to do the same. Nice little tangent there. Anyway, the other things, no, this was a different one actually, Sam. This is a different one, and actually I was just about to talk about that. Perspex. The world has gone Perspex mad. Like, literally Perspex mad. You know, the guy that I was dealing with yesterday, he didn't have Perspex in front of him, but his colleague had this window of Perspex, which I found hilarious. And then again, a few weeks ago, what you guys will remember is I went into, again, another new build, and this girl said, oh, don't worry about it, I've got Perspex to protect me. And I'm like, it's literally this big, so germs can't go round or over or under. Like, it was so fascinating. You know, we have reached a point in our life where this is why when anybody, and I know that the intent probably wasn't to create a division in the comment that just got made, but whenever there is division being made, we must neutralize it as quickly as possible. literally as quickly as possible, because unless we neutralize it, we are going to manifest the reality. And actually, I was channeling this on my run this morning, and I wasn't going to talk about it today, but maybe I will do. You know, what we need to be doing right now is we must be coming down. We must be coming like together on our views, because all of in fact, I wrote this down. I'm gonna have a quick look at my note, and I'm gonna see if I've got it here. Okay, so this is what I actually I don't think that's the one. Is that the one? No, this isn't the one. Hang on, let me just open my phone and see if it will update with, whilst I'm letting my notepad update. Yeah, hopefully it will update, and then I'll come back to it, guys. Okay. Right, so we must. Oh, here we go. It's here now. So let me just speak to you about what I did today. So I was running along, and I just kept getting this really huge download, and I was like, what's going on? Like, let me run. 73:37. Hit the like button, guys. Remember to hit the thumbs up. So basically, I don't know what that means. So I just got an error pop up on my computer, and I've got no clue what it meant. So I've just got rid of it. So yeah, like I was saying, let's not project. Like we've all had good experiences, we've all had bad experience. Let's just come together and manifest the reality that we want to be in here. So what I basically channeled this morning, word for word, was all of the endings of this story have already been recorded. All we need to do is collectively focus on what we choose, and the greatest choice will be selected and lived out. If we choose what we perceive to be wrong, like thousands of lifetimes before, we will replay the situation. And what it basically said is the universe does not care if we win, lose, or draw. It will reset and go again without judgment, knowing it is for the greater good. Okay, so this is to the couple of ladies that have just been speaking about estate agents, and anybody else that's got a very, very, very strong opinion like this. Consciously choose where you wish to be. This way we will manifest for the greater good. It's as simple as that. If you don't like it, like the lady just said about the working in the environment of an estate agent and she had to get out. If you don't like it, change it. Reality is as simple as that. However, all of the endings have been recorded. It's like a computer game. Okay, it's like a computer game. You basically, if you lose on a computer game, they don't care. They just reset it and you start again. That's what we are doing right now. We are literally living a computer game. We are literally saying, right, what is it that I choose? Right, where do I want to be? Oh, a state agency is not suiting me. Right, I need to go and do something else. Literally change it. Okay, and it's a bit like this situation that we're in at the moment. You know, if you need to write a post like I wrote this morning on masks, write the freaking post. If you need to send an email to an MP or to Bojo or to somebody and say, you guys stink, please write the email. If you need to make a phone call, if you need to attend a protest, if you need to talk to people, please, 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 please do it. You are consciously creating your future, your reality. Okay, I think it's really important that we acknowledge this. Like, it's utter nonsense out there. Like, literally, it's utter nonsense out there. I giggle all day, every day. First and foremost, the M25 yesterday when I was driving from Hertfordshire to Surrey, an hour and 45 minutes it took me to do about an hour and 10-minute journey. Why? Because the roads are rammed. Why? Because people are moving around like, you know, like normal, like back in the day. So think about it. Would that many people be moving around if the government had told them that they still need to stay at home? The answer is no. So what people are doing, their reality is in fear rather than I'm just going to carry on as normal, which is exactly what I've done. And I've been told I'm a killer. Excuse me. I've been told I'm selfish. I've been told, you know, I'm the spreader. Like, you name it. I have been told it. My family think I am bonkers, you know, because my cousin's grandfather passed apparently because of CV. Doesn't matter that he was overweight and he was unhealthy and he drank a lot and smoked a lot and all the rest of it. Doesn't matter about that. And he was at an age which is a really ripe old age. But like, all of the sense has gone out of the building. Literally all of the sense has gone out of the building. Because the government have told you it is this, you, like, not you guys, because you're conscious and you're here, but it's, you know, so many people are losing their marbles about it. Now, I know I've been saying this for a very long time. We are going to get locked down again. We are. It's fact. It's going to be blamed on the children. It's going to be, you know, these new variants. Oh, this is a new variant. 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 It is narcissism. It is gaslighting that is taking place right now. My wish for each and every one of you is literally stand in your truth no matter what. Now, I am still sharing. The fact that the V is making women infertile. I'm sharing that even though people have told me I'm bonkers. Even though people have said to me there's no proof. What do you need it to do? Rubber stamp it on it, says, oh, you know, could cause infertility. Like, guys, it's down to us to choose our reality. It's down to us to make our decision. Like I said a minute ago, you consciously choose your path. Literally, you consciously choose your path. And that is the reality that we are going to live. So say, for example, 60% of the population are living in fear. Why do you think that we are having so much fear mongering and narcissism and gaslighting taking place? Because 60% of us are believing in it. And then what's happening is the rest of us are having to work really hard and flex our muscles and do everything that we need to do. You know, and when I share about next week, oh my goodness gracious me, you wait until I tell you what happened last weekend. Like, it's profound what went on last weekend. And I had no clue, literally. Well, that's not true. I had a clue, but I obviously didn't unlock it until I spoke with somebody who is completely on my vibration. So please stand in your truth. Please stand in your truth. You know, please stand in your truth. Remember, whatever you are, whatever you believe, you will bring in. So I've just seen Val's comment about an aggravated by the sales push. Now, I never, ever, ever have anybody do a sales push on me, ever. I've been to see so many houses. Not one of them have made me feel uncomfortable. Why? Because I go in there with love. I don't go in there expect to be sold. I go in there knowing that there is something that I would like to obtain, and I'm going to do it with love. And if anybody, you know, forces or anything like that, that's when I take a step back and I'm like, okay, this isn't the one for me. But it's very, very rare that I experience that with anything at all. Why? Because the intention is there. Remember, if you are aggravated by a car salesman, you're going to find one that aggravates you because you are calling it in. We must be conscious of this. You know, there are so many people out there that are like, oh, I'm so spiritual. And then, you know, it's that, and then they come in, you know, I'm like, wow, if you really got it, you would know that this is your own doing. You are literally experiencing everything that you think, everything that you feel, everything that you believe. And I know that will piss some people off. I'm spiritual, I get it, but I still get annoyed. Like, I get it. I'm not here to be your friend. Like, I hope we can be friends, but I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to help you ascend. I'm here to help you rise up. I'm not here to piss about, for want of better words. And I'm so sorry to be so blunt about it, but I'm not. I never experienced, well, actually, that's a complete lie. I experienced trauma. And the reason I experience trauma is because my friend Monkey Brain up here, every now and again, creates it for me. And when I experience it, I'm like, don't, don't, you know, because I know that I've created it for myself. I know I've created it for me. Like, literally, I've created it for me. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Okay, Val, I would suggest you do some work on your connection with money. You must have a relationship with money. Money is not bad. Money is not, a dark thing. Yes, the cabal and stuff like that is very, very dark. However, what I would suggest with you is literally just go and nurture this relationship with money, because when you have a relationship with money, you will bring so much more abundance in. It might not show up in money, but it will show up in abundance. That is my huge recommendation for anyone. Now, 95% of my clients have issues with money. 95% of my clients believe money is dark, money is evil, money is this, money is that. Guys, reality check. Money is where we are right now. Reality check. So if you are saying it's dark, it's evil, it's nasty, it's narcissism, it's blah, 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 remember, that's what you're going to receive back in. Remember, thank you. This is creating my reality. Thank you. I need to use this for now. So just, Val, that's what I would suggest, my darling. I would literally just go and look at where your connection with money has got, what's the word I'm looking for? Not split. I don't know. I can't even think of the word. It'll come back to me in a minute. But basically, you need to get a connection with it, babe, because that is where we are right now. And we can't do anything about where we are right now. We are here, we are manifesting, and we are like changing the dynamics. However, if you do not have a relationship with it, you'll find it goes through your fingers. It could stem back from mum or dad saying money doesn't grow on trees, literally. So go back, do the work. I know that you're capable of doing that more than enough. So go back, do the work, figure out where this belief has come from, and stand up in your truth. And it doesn't matter if it agrees with me or not. Like, quite frankly, that's not my job. All I'm here to do is give different perspectives. Okay, what I know is that some of my people that have had situations where they feel sold to or whatever, they have literally transformed their whole life by recognizing that money is something that they love. It's an energy exchange right now. And if you think something is valuable to you, i.e. food, i.e. whatever, then you need to have this energy exchange. It's as simple as that. Now, an energy exchange could be you going and buying a sandwich for a homeless person. Literally, that could be an energy exchange. That could be your link back to loving money because you're doing good with it. Okay, I have to be a billionaire so that I can create these healing centers. I have to be a billionaire, not because I need to live in a big house or have a plush car or have the newest mobile phone. Like literally, I'm on an iPhone 7 Plus, like the big one. I think that's what they call it, iPhone 7 Plus. Like I think we're on iPhone 12 or 13 by now. Literally, that is how unattached to material stuff that I've got. I've shared before, my car is done about 56,000 miles, I think now, but it's like 10 years old. I'm not going to change it. It doesn't, like, it's great. It's done next to no mileage because I've had it a very long time and I've looked after it. I've serviced it. I've MOT'd it. I do next to no mileage because normally I'm out of the country. So why would I get rid of it? It's a great car. People expect me to turn up in a brand new car, but why would I? My car's great. I don't have to have that situation where I'm keeping up with the Joneses. My money is for the children. My money is to create healing centers. My money is to help humanity. Like literally, I don't need anything. I don't need for anything. Yes, I'm looking at a new house right now purely because the house that I've been living in is completely kaput. Literally, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. Literally, I wouldn't be doing it. Okay, so just wanted to share that about money. And Val, thank you for bringing that up because there's so many people that will need to hear that message. So thank you, my darling. I honor and I love you. Let's talk. Now, have I got enough time to talk about all of it? Probably not. Right, I'm going to talk about great work. I love it when people are supporting local businesses. That's what I would be doing right now. I go to local farm shops. I steer away from the big chains. Every now and again I have to, but I steer away from it. I would rather go to a local farm shop or a, whatever, greengrocers or whatever, and do that and have the interaction and help somebody, create abundance for their family. That's what I do. Again, that's an energy exchange. It's really, really, really important important to do that. Figure out what works for you and go for it, guys, okay? I'm not suggesting that you do everything I do because your circumstances aren't like mine. You know, maybe you don't have time to go to that shop. Maybe you don't drive a car. Maybe whatever. Like, just figure out what works for you. Do not judge yourself. You are living your experience. Nobody else is living your experience, and you're doing an amazing job. Literally, you are doing an amazing job. So I'm actually going to talk about spiritual practice because I think it's really important. I'm going to do a separate video on last weekend, and I know you're all going to be like, boo, 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 but I think it's really important actually that I do a separate one on that. I'm also going to do a video on sex. I know most of you are like, yay, can't wait for that one. It's just because I have to finish at 11 o'clock today. Where is my diary? Here. Right, so I am going to do the one on sex. I think I'm going to do the one on sex on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to do it on Tuesday or Wednesday. I've got conscious conversations. Sorry, my eyes really itchy all of a sudden. I'm going to do conscious conversations tomorrow evening because I think I should do this evening UK time. Okay, I really do. I would really like to do it in the middle of the day so that Australia can dial in and America can dial in. But I feel a bit weird doing it at like a 12 o'clock slot. But we need to talk about sex. We need to talk about sex. The amount of messages that I got off the back of it when I was talking last week were absolutely huge. And I actually spoke about it a little bit on my Instagram as well. And one of my best friends, Dom, he's actually going to come on and do a separate video with me. And we're going to talk a little about sex as well. Just because we need to be raising the consciousness, and to see a female and a male, like basically a female in divine feminine and a male in divine masculine, it will be really, really beautiful for people to see how easy it is to communicate at a level with a member of the opposite sex around sex. Okay, so I will pop it in the community of here, and I'll also set up a video, a link. And then what I'm going to do with Dom is we will actually do it as a video, and then we will share it. So we'll do it as a Zoom call, and then I'll share it as an edition rather than doing it live, because my Zoom to YouTube live still isn't quite working as I need it to work. So as soon as I have that available, we will be doing much more of that. So if there's any other subjects that you'd like me to speak about as well, guys, please do let me know. I've been a bit slack with videos over the last couple of weeks because of literally I am so busy with searching for a house, my membership program, all sorts of different bits and pieces, and I've been filming a lot of content, but not content that's going to go on YouTube. It's stuff that's going into programs. Okay, so yes, exactly, Keith. Yes, it's called balance. It's balance. It's the divine feminine and masculine. It is the balance. That's exactly what we need, and we need to normalize it. You know, we do really need to normalize this. And Dom, when you meet him, ladies and gents, he's like a man's man. He's like you know, like proper masculine energy, ex-MMA fighter. You know, like he is extremely in his masculine. So, you know, it's a perfect combination. I still kick his ass though. I don't know if he's going to watch this, but I had to just say that just in case he does. So let's talk about spiritual. Yes, he's a beautiful soul. We've been best friends for a very, very, very long time. I love that. I love that human so much. And he's very easy on the eyes, ladies and gents. He's very easy on the eye. Can we send in questions in advance to cover for the sex talk, because I may miss it if there is a live chat being done? Is there going to be questions, or am I just going to channel? Right, whereabouts in Australia are you? Let's think about this. Screw it, let's do a midday in the UK. Whereabouts in Australia are you, hun? Let me know. If you're Melbourne, Sydney, that'll be 9 p.m. for you. Is that too late? I know, Keith, that'll be quite late for you, being in New Zealand. But if I did like 11 in the morning, so you're East Coast, okay, so that's 9 hours from us at the moment. Is that right? Or are you 8? I think you're 9 hours. Okay, so what I'll do, let's do it. I'm not sure I can do Wednesday. I've got a meeting Wednesday. Maybe I'll do it on Tuesday. Maybe I'll do it Tuesday at midday. The only time it will change is if I have to go and sign papers or anything for a house. But let's do it. YouTube live sex. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to suggest that I channel for Tuesday, and I give all the information. Literally, I download a huge Let's Talk About Sex. That's what I'm going to call it. Let's Talk About Sex. I will talk about it, and if any of you guys are on, I can obviously answer your questions and stuff. However, what I will do is for the conversation with Dom, we will take questions. He'll love it. We will take questions for that. So I need to figure out where on YouTube I can accept questions. I'm probably in the community section. If not, we'll have to get it going to my assistant. Bless her. She'll kill me, but who cares? It's fine. She'll love it. And then we can actually, maybe Dom and I between us will do a Q&A. We'll obviously talk around sex and everything like that, but then we'll do a Q&A with any of your questions that we've got on sex. How does that sound? What does that feel like to you? Does that feel like it could work? I really do feel that we need to raise the consciousness on this subject so that we can, normalize it a lot. Now, Dom is not quite as connected as I am. However, it would be good to have the male perspective. Okay, it would be really good to have the male perspective. So let's do that. So I will look to him to do a video either Wednesday or Thursday evening this week, and then we'll get that shared. Yeah, okay, cool. Don't you love the way that I'm actually like doing my work as I'm like chatting to you guys like you're a bunch of my friends, because you are. Right, let's talk about spiritual practice, really important. And then I'm going to do a separate video on last weekend. In fact, just out of interest, before I go into spiritual practice, how many of you guys felt really, really disconnected, upset, hurt, emotional, just lost last weekend, the weekend of the 10th and the 11th of yeah, I bet you've got a question for Dom. I bet a lot of questions are going to come in for Dom. Yeah, how many of you felt a little bit lost or a little bit hurt or a little bit emotional? I was really open with you guys last week. I blubbed like a baby. Like, literally, I blubbed like a baby for such a long time. And like I say, it's only Friday of this week that I got the information as to why that took place. So I'm just really interested because some of you are going to be extremely blown away by what I'm going to share. Could you talk about business one time and how you started your journey? I feel that I've already done a video on that. I feel like I have. I'm not really in the space of talking about business at the moment. I'm very much in the space of, humanity, healing and ascension right now, rather than business. When the time is right, I will share more on business, but I feel like I've done loads of videos on business. So go back and have a look through my channel. They might not have business titles per se, but go back and have a little look. Yeah, okay. So many of you are saying, oh, yeah, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Like, so many people were messaging me and they were like, I don't know what's wrong with you because I'm feeling amazing. But there is a lot of people, and I'm going to explain to you what this is about. Now, when this video comes out, you are going to be, I'm not talking about right now, I'm talking about last weekend. Oh my gosh, I have to take a photo of this. Literally out of nowhere. This is so interesting. This is so interesting. I literally feel like I'm just doing the most random live this morning, guys. Anyway, let me go back because this is literally, it's just coming at the perfect time. So basically, welcome to my world. Literally, you are watching my world unfold as it always does. Oh my God, this is so hilarious. Oh, this is hilarious. Right, basically, last weekend something really huge happened, and I'm going to do a separate video on it. So for any of you that were feeling emotional, lost, hurt, the people that were feeling really, really ecstatic, like, it would be really awesome. You guys are going to love this video. Maybe I'll do it as a live. Maybe I will do it as a live. Yeah, maybe I'll do it as a live. Let me see when I can fit that in. Maybe I'll do it as a live. I think it could be quite beneficial for all of us to have this chat together. I like it when we can chat. I like it when we can chat. Anyway, if you were wondering what I was just looking at, I'm just about to start talking to you about spiritual practice and about signs, okay? Literally, that's what I'm just about to start talking to you about. And what was so funny is literally out of nowhere, a spider has just dropped from the roof and it was hanging just behind my laptop. I'm going to post a picture on my Instagram once I'm finished, because you will just wet yourself. Because literally, I am about to start talking about spiritual practice and how the universe is giving you signs on everything. Okay, how funny is that? It was literally, I'm like, thank you for divine timing. Thank you for divine alignment. Thank you for reminding me to stop going off on these tangents and to just bring it in. So let's talk about this. The question that most people ask to me, Lucy, how do I know it's a sign? Lucy, how do I know? Lucy, how can I improve my spirituality? Lucy, how can I do what you do? Literally, that's the question most asked by people. But how do I do it? But how do you do it? What can, whatever, it's just different connotations on exactly the same question. Maybe I will change it from Sunday service to Lucy's random life. It is the most random, disconnected weirdness ever. So, first and foremost, it only takes 5 minutes a day to be able to get what I get. Literally 5 minutes a day. That's all. 5 minutes in your morning where you connect in with divine, with God, whatever it is that you call, and actually say, hey, I need your help. I would really, really love it if you could show me whatever you need to be shown for that day. And then open your eyes, people. I mean, honestly, I am literally the ritual queen. I do about 2 hours of ritual every morning before I can even go for my run. And there's a lot of things that I need to do to connect in and to love myself and to just set my body up to be able to run without getting injured. As you guys know, touch wood, why not? Because it's in front of me. I have never, well, not in the last 2.5 years that I've been doing my rituals, I haven't had an injury like from exercise at all. Like I'll get a bruise from Muay Thai and stuff, but that's calling other things in, whereas I haven't had an injury like a muscle or something like that in as long as I can remember. Why? Because I set myself up. Why? Because I do more rituals than I have ever done. I am the person that runs Self-Love Club. So of course I have to start with self before I can start projecting it forwards. So most people say to me, but how do I increase my practice? Everybody needs to do one thing and one thing only to increase their practice. Take 5 minutes at the start of your day to literally connect in. Literally connect in, ask for help. Ask for assistance, ask for guidance. Okay? That's what you need to do. It's all you need to do. There is so many other things that you can do. There is so many things that so many people can do on a day-to-day basis. And whatever works for you, do it. Like I say, I do 2 hours. But if you do that one thing of connecting in and saying, hey, I really need your help today, or what would you like to show me today? Or I'm all ears. If you've got something that you need to say, let me know and I will be there. Okay, so I'm going to share my journey of yesterday. If any of you are on my Instagram channel, I'm not sure my stories will still be there. But like, if you go through my stories, you will absolutely see what happened yesterday. So as I left the house yesterday to go for my run, I literally said, show me everything that you need me to do. Show me everything. Give me the signs. Show me what you need me to see so that I can educate the masses. I will educate everybody if you show me. And then I truly believe that anybody or anything that crosses my path is a sign. I don't think, oh gosh, this person is just a bit annoying. Oh, why have they come into my life? No, I'm like, wow, what is this person showing me? What is this animal showing me? What is, like the spider just then, what's the spider doing? It's bringing me luck. It's bringing me confidence. Like the spider's web is such a profound thing. It's like a snowflake. Think about how, how much attention to detail goes into it. Just think about it. It's absolutely intricate. And that is what we are doing here. However, we don't need to overanalyze it. It's actually very simple. Like a spider creates a web without even thinking about it. And that's exactly the same as what we're doing right now. So there are lots of signs. You might get numbers, you might get words, you might hear a song and be like, shit, that's talking to me. Like you can have all of these different things, Yeah, so Keith, when I say speak to God or speak to the divine, call in your angels, call in your ascended masters, this spider is hilarious. Literally, it's gone all the way down to the floor. Now it's clambering back up. It's clearly going to create a spider's web from the top to the bottom of this room. How interesting. So let me explain what happened yesterday, guys, because it was profound, right? I walked out of the house. The first thing I saw was a set of massive angel wings over the house. And I was like, well, if that's not a sign from my angels to say, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. You've asked us to show you, keep your wits about you. So as soon as I walked out of the house, I saw that to remind me that earlier on that day, I had called in the epiphanies of the angels. I'd called in signs. I'd called in consciousness. Okay. So I see the angel wings. Then I run. As you guys know, I go running every single morning, and I ran and I'm just like immersing in nature. I'm listening to some cool tunes. I fancied listening to music yesterday. So I was listening to some music. I was running along. I'm like having a little sing song to myself. I'm loving it. The sun's out. And I get to this gravel track and I'm running up there and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just so beautiful right now. And another set of angel wings appear. Now this angel wings appear and they follow me the rest of the journey. It was different to the first set that I walked out of the house to. And I'm like, okay, my angels are with me. Right? I know my angels are with me. That's not a Lucy's making this up. This is I am surrendering. Anybody that crosses my path, I need to see today. Anybody that is, any animal or any numbers or anything like trains and whatever, buses and whatever, I'm going to really acknowledge everything because it's signs for me. So I'm running around the lake. As always, I love running around that lake. It's so beautiful. I'm running around that lake and I have never, ever gone across like this bridge. At a part of the run, there is a bridge that goes across. I have never gone across it. Yesterday, I was like, I'm going across the bridge. Literally out of nowhere, I was like, I'm going across the bridge. And I saw baby coots. So there were coots everywhere and there were baby coots. Now, listen to this. Baby coot, or not baby coots necessarily, but coots are around allowing the flow of feelings to emerge. Allowing the flow of feelings to emerge. They're good luck. And they're a really beautiful thing to use as a mascot. A really beautiful thing to use as a mascot. Now think about it. What does mascots do? They bring you luck. They're something a bit like our archangels. Oh yeah, we're going to pray to our archangels. We're going to call in our archangels. You can do the same with a mascot. And that's what was very, very clear about that. And I was like, whoa, this is profound. And it was so interesting. I took a couple of photos and the energy around these coots was just beautiful. So I was like, because I see this constantly, I was like, right, please, angels, please let me capture what I see for humanity so they know it is possible for their reality. If you guys haven't seen the video, oh my gosh, it's like a little black bird, Beverly. If you Google it, you'll see it. It's like a river bird. They've got massive feet. Literally go on my Instagram stories and you'll see them there. But they're like black and white birds. They've got a little bit of red on them and they're water birds basically. But they fly and all the rest of it. And they they were these baby little coots and they were so fluffy. Never seen them before. Otherwise, you guys know I would have spoken about it. And it was just such a beautiful epiphany, such a beautiful thing. And I literally just filmed it. I just filmed it and I was like, thank you, angels, like really appreciate your help today. And I'm like, blimey, they are delivering on all levels today, like all levels. Thank you so much. So I was literally like, oh, thank you, angels. You guys are amazing. If you've got any more signs for me, please do let me know. So on she goes, trotting off, running off on my little merry way. And I'm like, whoa, I'm so connected. Because I still get like that, guys. I still get so excited by all of this. And I'm like, yay, this is freaking amazing, love it. And because I'm loving it, what does the universe do? Right, let's give us some more, let's give us some more, let's give this to like give it to everybody else, because Lucy is a channel for us, she is a communicator. So the next thing, I'm running along and I see 2 baby rats, literally 2 baby rats, and I'm like, wow, this is really interesting. So rats are all about, it's time to move. How interesting. It's time to get motivated. Rats are about confidence. They're actually extremely, extremely intelligent. Okay? Really important. So again, it was another sign. And it was interesting. I had actually asked a specific question before I went running, and I was getting the answers. Like, I was getting the answers tenfold. Then I'm running along and I feel like I'm like, literally, I'm like, yay, she's got it going on. She's got it going on. Yeah. And I'm like running and I'm so blessed. Obviously, I've got the normal ducks and the geese and all the rest of it. But I wasn't actually like paying any attention to them, to be honest. I was just like, yeah, whatever, because I see them all the time and I know that like they run to me all the time, and I'm like literally going, yeah, this is amazing. I'm running along, go under the bridge, come out the other side, and I'm like, these angel wings are still following me. I'm like, yes, this is so cool. I'm chatting to people, fishermen. One fisherman stopped and was like, good morning, and I was like, good morning to you too. Like, literally, it was so amazing. Like, there were so many people that were just connecting in with me, like literally so many people. And I felt as if my aura was like taking them all in with me. Do you get what I mean? Anyway, I run under the railway bridge and I'm running along and I'm like, wow, look at that kestrel. Oh my gosh, this is profound. Oh my gosh, amazing. What a beautiful bird. Like, and it was literally following me. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, and I truly believed it was a kestrel. Anyway, I posted it on my stories yesterday, and a man reached out to me, somebody that I don't speak to very often from my old world, the corporate world. And he literally was like, Lucy, please don't think that I'm being, you know, a know-it-all here, but it's actually a red tail. It's actually a red tail, and it's really interesting, the meaning behind a red tail. Now, this guy is not conscious at all. He was like, you are going to love this meaning. And I was like, wow, thank you for correcting me. I've never even heard of a red tail, first and foremost. Like, I'm not that into birds. You know, I love nature, but I'm not that into birds. Red tails were almost extinct a little while ago. And basically, here in the UK, we've got an influx because they've been breeding, which is really great. Now, the prophecy around a red tail is, red kite. Is it red kite? Yeah, red kite. Sorry, did I call it a red tail or a red kite? I can't remember what it's called. It's either a red kite. Let me check what he put. It's a red tail or a red kite. I've got no freaking clue. That's how little about birds I know. Let me just check his message to me. And by the way, guys, please don't ever think that you can't message me if you feel like, hang on here. Oh, no, wrong person. Wrong person, not wrong person. Oh, let's just quickly squiz through. Oh, here. Oh, my gosh. My phone is going cray-cray. I don't know. Something red. Yeah, you're right, Veronica. Something red. Oh, here he is. Right. It's a red kite. My bad. I apologize. It's a red kite. So what he actually said to me is, he was like, I'm so sorry. Like, please don't think I'm putting you down or anything like that. And I was like, no, I love to be corrected. You know, if I'm wrong, I like to be corrected. And he said, the reason you can tell is by the forked tail. And I was like, wow. And I just sent him a load of pictures. And I'm like, yeah, cool. Thank you for confirming. And he was like, geek fact. They were almost extinct in the UK, but they have been reintroduced from Swedish birds and are now thriving. You see loads in the Chilterns where I grew up. I was like, wow, that's so cool. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. Then he come back with this. There is a prophecy that seeing a red kite is reminding us to look at the bigger picture. Bingo. There are signs in everything you do, you see, you interact with. That blew my brain. It blew my brain yesterday. I was so happy. I was so elated. I was like, if you ask, you will receive. Literally, you will receive every message you need. So please, like I was saying earlier, please stop focusing on the little nitty gritty, the estate agents, the car salespeople. Let's not focus on those. Let's increase the collective consciousness. We must be recognizing that we have got so much more inside of us. And remember, I was calling all of this in. Why did I see all of this? Because my intention for that run was, please give me the signs. What am I supposed to be doing? You know, where am I supposed to be? How am I supposed to be interacting with people? Am I truly on the right path? And I literally put it out to the universe. So the universe went, right, how can we get Lucy's attention? Lucy loves nature. Lucy loves being connected with nature. So let's give her signs in the form of nature. That's it. So what did they do? They gave me things like literally what I believed was a kestrel was swooping down, and it was following me for ages, and I just kept stopping, and I was like, oh my God, you are amazing. And I don't know what the kestrel means, but I was like, I'm going to Google it when I get home, and I'm just going to look at it, and I'm going to see, and I'm just going to feel into what feels right. And it was just beautiful. But literally I posted the picture, and then this chap reached out to me and shared his views, and I was like, wow, OMFG, if there wasn't ever a sign and a validation for you guys that all you need to do is practice your spiritual practices and you will get the gold too. I thought it was a really important message for today, because so many of you are focusing on what this person's doing or that person's doing or that person down the road is doing. Focus on you. Ask the questions, and please, like Chris said, let's all ask today. Please come back and let me know how that's worked for you. Let me know. I know that we are here to heal the planet. I know this is the lifetime that we're all going to change. And do you know what, guys? If not, it really doesn't matter. We're just going to reboot computer and we will go again, and we will go again, and we will go again until we have nailed this. We have got this. We as a collective are going to change this planet as we know it. All you need to do is show up and ask every single day. And this is part of us dropping into our vulnerability, right? When we ask, we're more vulnerable. So drop into your vulnerability. Ask the freaking questions, guys. And I know I've been kick-ass today. I know I've been kick-ass a little bit today. I've been like, you know, nipping things in the bud. Why am I doing that? Because I don't want to bring that consciousness into me. You guys can do what you want in your personal life, but this is my energy exchange here. So I'm going to make sure that the consciousness is the right level. If anybody posts porn, like for some weird reason, Veronica's been amazing recently. People keep posting naked Tinder pictures or porn or whatever on these chats. Like, we need to get rid of it. We need to get rid of it as quickly as possible, because that's bringing the consciousness down. Why do you feel they are choosing somebody like me who is completely high vibration to be posting that rubbish on? Oh gosh, we need to, you know, there's nothing wrong with what she's talking about, so we need to bring her vibration down by putting some porn on there. You know, luckily I don't get to see it. I encourage you all to do the same. You can remove people, you can block people, you can unfollow people. For want of better words, screw them. You know, screw them. We are doing this together. We are the collective. We choose our destiny. Now, remember what I said. All of the endings of this story have been recorded. All of them have been recorded. It's down to you to choose which one. Which one are you going to go for? Thanks, Linz. Lots of love to you, darling. All we need to do is collectively focus on what we choose, and the greatest choice will be selected and lived out. Do not buy into this fear that people are pushing. Do not buy into this narcissistic behavior of people stamping their feet and stuff. You decide what is it that you want to be around and live your truth. Guys, I must go because I'm already 5 minutes late. I love you to the moon and stars. Mwah. I will see you soon. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button to say that you liked the video. Please share this with everybody. Veronica, if you wouldn't mind sharing it in all of my groups, I would be so grateful to you, my babe. Love you to the moon and stars, guys. I will see you on Tuesday for Let's Talk About Sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. I'm bloody excited about it. I love you to the moon and stars, guys. Good luck with your day, whatever you're up to. I will see you soon. Lots of love.